Global markets crashed. US markets rised on sudden Trump peace announcement that completely flipped today's pre-market setup. Along with this, SEBI and Indian government announcements, more geopolitical and corporate actions will be discussed in this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to Stock Market Meridian. Today's date is June 12, 2026 and you are watching today's pre-market report. Let's start with global markets. First, if we see the US markets, all indices are opened with same previous day closing level, but at the end of the day closed at positive above 1.7%. Even Nasdaq closed at above 3.3%. In the European markets, the same story has repeated. They are also closed with very positive sentiment. And coming to Asian markets, Japan index is closed with slight positive side. Even we can say that was complete neutral zone. But today opened with very positive gap of above 3.5%. Yesterday, China index closed with neutral zone and South Korea markets closed at positive sentiment. And today South Korea markets opened with a very huge gap up with above 7.5%. There is huge positive sentiment we can see in the global markets. It's mainly because of Trump dramatic announcements that we are going to discuss in further video. And coming to Gift Nifty, yesterday closed at positive nearly 1% and today opened at same previous day closing level. Now let's see the commodities data. Yesterday, US oil touches to below $86 per barrel and Brent oil touches at $88 per barrel. Both are closed at intraday low. Yesterday, India crude oil futures are also closed at below 4.4%. India natural gas futures are closed at below 3.7%. And coming to the metal segment, Indian gold futures are closed in positive sentiment at above 0.6%. And Indian silver futures are also closed in positive above 1.7%. Now let's see the ADRs data. Yesterday, in negative side, Reliance and Infosys ADRs are there. In positive side, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Wipro and Dr. Reddy's ADRs are there. Overall, as per the ADRs data, there is a positive sentiment indications are there. Now let's see the yesterday's FIS and DIS data. FIS net sales 1987 crores and DIS net buys 4224 crores. Particularly, FIS strong bearish side on index options, medium bearish on stocks, and neutral side on index futures and stock futures. DIS strongly bearish side on stock futures, medium bearish side on stocks and index options, and neutral side on index options. And clients, individual investors are strong bullish side on stock futures, index futures, and neutral side on index options. Now let's see the economic calendar. Yesterday, European deposit facility rate for June data has been updated, and that was came as market expected. Also, European Central Bank has given their update for interest rate, and they are increased the rate as compared to previous with around 0.25%. From US, PPI May month data has been updated with positive sign, and US initial jobless claims data came with a negative sign. Today, German CPI data, UK GDP data, and India CPI and foreign reserves data will be released. And tomorrow there is no updates. Now coming to the important part of the video is geopolitical updates. Global markets are breathing a massive sign of relief after a week of terrifying escalation, including a verified central commander strikes on the Indian crude vessels. President Donald Trump made a sudden and dramatic turnaround within hours after threatening to complete seize on Iran's oil markets and launches several military strikes. Trump announced he has officially cancelled the planned attacks. Instead, he revealed at the White House that the US and Iran could sign a comprehensive peace deal as early as this weekend. The sudden hint at peace, combined with face-to-face de-escalation meeting between UAE and Iran, caused Wall Street indexes to register their biggest daily percentage gain in a month. If really signed, this historic weekend deal could fully reopen vital shipping lanes through the Strait of Hormuz. So that's the main reason yesterday crude oil prices crashed and US markets closed in huge positive side. But in my opinion, Trump is doing this all escalation intentionally. And I think he wants to impact the stock markets for his personal benefits. This should not be a president behavior. And that too is US president. What do you think about these Trump actions? Does this mean for anything else? Or making everything mess. Do let me know your opinions in the comment section. Before getting to the video further, remember that I upload pre-market video every single morning before market opens and post-market video right after close in the evening. Please watch the full video, and if you think this video is informative, then subscribe to the channel. Another geopolitical news is from European Union and China over green energy sector. The European Union has officially banned public funding for China-made solar inverters. This aggressive move is driven by several security fears that internet-connected China's devices could be used to remotely hack, disrupt, or completely shut down Europe's electricity systems. However, this ban comes with a massive catch. It could delay or completely freeze more than a fifth of Europe's new solar energy expansion, creating a direct clash between national cybersecurity and the continuity race to meet urgent climate goals. And China is hitting back immediately. In an aggressive diplomatic response, they cancelled two major high-level meetings with European Union officials at the absolute last minute, including crucial talks on digital issues. With both sides hardening their position in this green energy standoff, can create a massive global opportunity for Indian manufacturers. And another important update is from Indian government. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Donald Trump are likely to meet face to face on next week. This meeting comes at a crucial time as a relations between India and United States. So massive issues are set to dominate the expected talks. The leaders will dive deeply into tense discussion surrounding bilateral trade, immigration visas, regional security regarding Pakistan, and rapidly shifting situation with Iran. The outcome of this high-stake meeting will be crucial. Any major breakthrough or policy shift regarding trade tariffs and technology visas could instantly impact top-tier sectors from IT services and manufacturing. Guys, please, if you think this video is informative, then please hit the like button so I get motivation to work more intensively on this type of videos. Next, there is an update related to oil markets. According to its latest monthly report, OPEC has officially downgraded its forecast for global oil demand growth for 2026. OPEC cut its global oil demand growth expectations down to 970,000 barrels per day, a notable drop from its previous projection of 10,17,000 barrels per day. This marks the second consecutive month OPEC has revised these numbers downward. On the supply side, total OPEC plus crude oil production, including its former member UAE, averaged 33,13,000 barrels per day in May month. This is a drop of 1,90,000 barrels per day compared to April month. This decline was heavily led by sharp drop in production out of Iran, where ongoing regional disruption continue to tightly cap exports volume. With this news, oil prices should go up, but major news impact is that Trump dramatic statements. And yesterday, World Bank has given their forecast on India. India is set to maintain its position as one of the world's fastest growing major economies. In its latest global reports, the World Bank officially kept its GDP growth forecast for India at 6.6% for the financial year of 2026 and 27. While 6.6% is strong, it marks a moderation from previous highs. The World Bank point out two main reasons for this cooling trend. First, higher global energy prices impact, and second, this inflation is leading to a noticeable slowdown in private consumer demand. Even though these global energy shocks and soften household spending, the country's strong economic fundamentals are keeping it well ahead of international peers. Means they are simply saying that India remains a top-tier growth market to track turbulent global environment. Next update is from SEBI. SEBI is moving to eliminate unfair prices difference between the NSE and BSE. SEBI has officially proposed setting uniform prices band across both indices for the exact same stock. A stock can hit its maximum daily limit on exchange but continue trading on other, causing massive price confusion. The main focus for this rule is on smaller and tiny traded stocks. Because these shares are traded less frequently, they are highly susceptible to sudden and abnormal prices gap between markets. If it's approved, it will be get helpful for retail traders. Now coming to the latest corporate actions, there is an announcement from Vodafone Idea. Vodafone Idea's non-executive chairman Kumar Mangalam Birla has officially reassured investors that the company has finally emerged from one of the toughest phase in its entire history. This bold confidence comes as shareholders consider a 4,730 crores promoter funding proposal. This massive cash injection is strategically designed to power the telecom companies ultimate turnaround and boost confidence among its lenders. Here the question is where the money goes. Birla clarified that 1730 crore rupees of the proceeding will be used directly for capital expenditure to upgrade their network infrastructure. Meanwhile, the lion's share, a massive 3000 crore, will go straight towards slashing the company's heavy debt loan. And there is a negative news from Dabur India. Dabur India is facing a several regulatory roadblock. The US FDA has officially issued a strict import alert for drugs manufactured at one of Dabur's production facilities. This is a serious clarification. Under this import alert, US Customs Authority can completely detain shipments without any physical examination at the border, unless Dabur can conclusively prove it has fixed the violations. Recently, USFDA inspected the factory and flagged major data integrity and maintenance lapses. Even worse, report shows that critical manufacturing records were reportedly falsified to consent that equipment meant specific products was being cross-used for multiple other goods. So here need to watch Dabur India's response. And another update is from Vedanta related to its demerger. Vedanta is completing its long-awaited demerger, splitting its massive business empire into independent parts. Next Monday on June 15, four newly created entities will officially being traded separately on Indian stock market. Investors will finally get independent market pricing for their group's core businesses. The four listing companies are Vedanta Aluminium Metal, Vedanta Oil and Gas, Vedanta Power, and Vedanta Iron and Steel. And there is an update related to yesterday block deal. Goldman Sachs, along with multiple top mutual funds, has picked up a stake in GNG electronic stock that has surged 50% in just 6 months. According to exchange, GNG electronic stock witnessed a massive block deal worth 175 crores on yesterday, where company promoter Vidhi S. Kandelwal sold over 44 lakhs 87,000 shares at around 390 rupees per share. Big institutional players jumped in to grab these shares. The prominent buyers including Goldman Sachs Motilal Oswal Equity Opportunity Fund, which bought 6,41,000 shares, and a Mirai Asset Mutual Fund. Next, Alembic Pharmaceuticals has just secured a strong financial update. The credit rating agency CARE Rating has officially reaffirmed its high short-term rating of CARE A1 Plus for the company's commercial papers. This premium rating applies to massive financial instrument worth over 1,100 crores, and A1 Plus rating from CARE indicates that the company has officially strong degree of safety regarding its short-term debts obligations and carrying the lowest possible credit risk. Another positive update from Exaware is Exaware Technology has just scored a massive legal victory in United States. The US federal court has officially dismissed a major lawsuit filed against the company by Natsoft Corporation and Updraft LLC. This was a high-stake legal battle. The initially company reported patent infringement and breach of contract, targeting a massive $500 million in damage. However, the U.S. Court for the Northern District of Illinois threw out the federal patent claims, ruling that Natsoft patents covered both abstract ideas rather than any specific concentrate inventions. With these federal claims gone, the court also declined to take up the related state law contractual claims, resulting in a total dismissal of the current company. Exaware leadership has maintained that its core platform are built entirely on its own origin engineering and years of in-house research. So those are the important updates you need to know before markets open today. We'll meet you right here in today's post-market video in evening. Until then, signing off. Bye bye. Jai Hind.